Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready, you ready? 50 seconds to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team. Hey, stop. Switch gears.
First carry for Peyton Barber. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there. Wait. What we got? Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let him know. Slam. Undercrush.
They go play action. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He's got Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Barber on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. Watch twist. Flip it. Green, triple T. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Tight dog. Green, triple T. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Touchdown. Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good opening drive. That's a tone setter.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait, got up. Back. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
A first down throw for Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the ball, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Barber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready. Flag. Check 56. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Come on. Check. Fresno. Mike 56. Mike.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Not a wolf. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check 52. Alert. Wait. He's cracking. He's checking.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 50. Check 50. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Brissett. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's got it to Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Watch out, watch out.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the ground, this is Kamara, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
What's tight? Tight is right. Hey. 4 down. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. He completes it to Westbrook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Brissett. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Monk's 56. Danny. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Evans has it left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready? Black 22. Check 56. Man, that's trash.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barber. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Winston running the option left here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Winston gives to Barber. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
56. Hey, stop. Defense. Showing it.
On 2nd down, it's Barber. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 33.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Brissett. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. He's checking.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double time. 3 down. Check the backer.
A give to Kamara running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
We got 4.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready. Blue ready. Check my 47. Squeeze, double. Hey, check 24. Check 20. Easy. Hey, hold. Hey, easy. 37. Check 30.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On the ground, Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue.
Him in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 13.
Running with Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Brissett. And this is Cook with a grab. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to you. Hey, check 20. Switch on.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm trying to collect. Wait. Watch it.
On first down, it's Barber, and he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. 5-0. 56.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 99. SOS.
From the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I'm coming after you. Even. Let's go now.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Jam. Under 10. Green, triple team. Check 26. Get it roll. West. Mike's 56.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Brissett. And Thomas has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Brissett now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On play action, Brissett. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got Snead. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Mike, 45. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
39 yards there, a big one.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, it's our house. Hatch it. Hatch it. You got tight right there. Five on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Watch the safety creep. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
From the red zone now, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Snead's got it. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, I got you.
Again, it's Brissett. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. A first down throw for Brissett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check your hot read. Check. Hey. Check. Alert flare. 36.
They'll throw again. Brissett. He finds Matthews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. Blue ready. Mike's 56. Get ready. Flip it. Check 31.
Running with Barber out of the gun. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Once again, it's Barber. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yo. Wait. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go.
Winston to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook, and this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, Brissett. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Brissett looks to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Tampa Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.